Paella is one of my favorite dishes to cook. If you think cooking paella at home is a big challenge, you're wrong. Let me show you how easy it is. First tip, getting the freshest and great quality ingredients are very important. There are different versions of paella, and paella mixta is a combination of seafood, meat, and vegetables. And it's the one that I cook most of the time because it has wonderful flavors that you won't find in any rice dishes. I've been using two kinds of rice when making paella, bomba and Valencia. Bomba rice is more famous because of its superior quality and it's more expensive compared to Valencia. Bomba rice expands more and absorbs more liquid than Valencia, so it means when you cook them, the ratio of liquid is different. However, I like Valencia better. It has excellent quality also, and it's more affordable and perfect for making paella. Let's start cooking our green beans and red bell pepper. Turn on the heat to medium. Add the red bell pepper and green beans. Season the green beans with salt, and you cook them for 3 minutes or until crispy and tender. Turn off the heat, transfer to a plate, and set it aside, and we're going to use it for a garnish later. I bought these clams fresh from the market this morning. You can use mussels too, or you can use both, but I love the seafood flavor of clams than mussels. Clams should be closed tightly. If you see open ones, tap them gently. As you can see, the shell closed. If the shell didn't close, you throw them away because it's not safe to eat. Soak the clams in cold water and some salt, and you let it soak for 30 minutes. Filtering the clams with water helps to spit out the sand inside the shells. Drain the clams. Wipe the clam with paper towel. This will help to remove remaining sand. Or you can use brush in cleaning the shells, and it's better. I have already water in the stock pot. I'm going to add the onions. Turn on the heat to medium. Add the clams. And you cook them until they are starting to open. The clams are starting to open. Transfer it to a bowl. Set it aside. Before you strain your seafood broth, prepare a bowl, strainer, and cheesecloth. The cheesecloth will help to remove any remaining sand from the shells or from the stock. Since I don't have cheesecloth with me right now, you can use coffee filter as well. There's still remaining sand from the shells, so it's always safe to strain your seafood stock using cheesecloth or coffee filter. Transfer the seafood stock into the stock pot, and you have to keep it hot while cooking the paella. Since we are making paella mixta, I have two kinds of stocks here. The stock from the clams a while ago and a homemade chicken stock. The better the stock, the better paella you're going to have. This is our paella pan. It's 38 centimeter. It's good for 8 to 10 people. Heat oil in the pan over medium heat. Add the shrimps. Season with salt and some pepper. Fry the shrimps until they are cooked. Okay. Turn off the heat. Transfer the shrimps to a plate. Don't mix the shrimps in paella while cooking because it will overcook. Turn on the heat again. Add more oil. Let's add our chicken. Season it with salt. And you cook them until golden brown. Lower the heat. Transfer the chicken to a plate. Add more oil. Now let's make the sofrito. It's the sauté of aromatics, and it will give our paella a wonderful flavor base. Add the onions, garlic, bell pepper, and tomatoes. You sauté the sofrito on low heat and you sauté them until they are softened. Tomato, onions, and garlic are the famous ingredients for sofrito. But with this paella, I added bell pepper. It will add a bit of sweetness and a little bit of spice. Just keep cooking until the flavors meld and the water from the tomatoes has evaporated. So the mixture should thick enough to hold its shape in a spoon. Add some paprika, and you fry it for a few seconds just to release its aroma. I'm gonna add some oil because my pan is getting dry. Time to add chorizo. You fry it for a minute. Now I'm going to remove 8 to 10 pieces of chorizo for my garnish later. Time to add the rice. Just keep stirring thoroughly until they are well coated in oil and juices from the pan. Let's add the chicken stock. And seafood stock. Mix it gently, trying to reach the bottom of the pan. Put back the chicken. Stir it one more time. Add the saffron. Just use a pinch and don't use too much because it can destroy the dish. Mix it really well. Season it with salt. Mix the ingredients to distribute them evenly throughout the pan using gentle but firm movements. Stop stirring the rice at this stage. You don't want to break the beautiful grains of paella rice. Cooking paella is different from cooking risotto. Continue to simmer it for about 10 minutes, rotating your pan from time to time for even cooking. Once the rice is starting to dry, lower the heat and you check the rice if it's already al dente. It's almost al dente. Now if your rice needs more cooking, you can add more stock, but don't stir it. Turn down the heat and continue to simmer for 5 minutes until all the liquid has been absorbed. The paella is already cooked. I'm going to increase the heat to high. You rotate the pan every minute. The rice will start to make crackling sound. It means the bottom layer of rice starts to caramelize, creating the sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is the caramelized crust of rice that sticks to the bottom of the pan. They should smell toasty but not burnt. And I'm smelling it already, so I'm going to turn off the heat. It's time to arrange our garnishes on top of the paella. Cover it with foil. You rest it for 5 to 7 minutes and it's going to absorb more flavors. Put some lemon slices on the side of the pan. Traditionally, you serve the paella straight from the pan. Now it's time to taste it and let's check our sauerkraut. look at the sakarat. It's perfectly toasted, not burned. This brown layer is a result of cooking the rice on the bottom of the pan in the browned oils from the meats and vegetables when they were cooked and browned separately.